So you're going to tell me that 100 men can't beat a gorilla?
Bite him, take a chunk out of him, and then swing the rest of the human like a weapon. Then what we gonna do, huh?
These 10 men could take a gorilla in a fight, and let me explain how.
The men who are chosen to take down this gorilla cannot just be any random man. We don't need Kevin that works at Pizza Hut. I'm sorry, because he's getting folded like a lawn chair.
See, when a man goes to the gym, it boosts his confidence. Sometimes on shoulder day, like I walk out of the gym and if a car is getting ready to pass me or something like that and I'm about to cross the street, I kind of look at the car like, what you want to do? Like, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes the gym can give you just a false sense of confidence, you know, but it is good. You know, a man should be confident. But I feel like confidence is getting taken a little too damn far. These brothers done watch Godzilla versus King Kong, and now people are feeling like, okay, we might be able to whip a gorilla's ass. If you've been on social media, you've probably seen people talking about this 100 men versus one gorilla. All right, and if you haven't heard about it, here you go.
One gorilla stands no chance against 100 fully grown men. It could be a fully sized silverback gorilla, but if you put it up against 100 fully sized men that are also bloodthirsty, it stands no chance. A grizzly bear can beat a gorilla. And in 2022, 4 college kids, okay, yeah, they were wrestlers, but 4 college kids fought off a grizzly bear. 4. Did they get a little f***ed up? Yes, they did. They're scratched up, broken bones everywhere, but they all survived. So you're going to tell me that 100 men can't beat a gorilla?
Did you niggas not study or watch Animal Planet when you was younger? Because now all of a sudden now everybody wants to say that 100 men versus one silverback gorilla. One silverback gorilla, 100 men, that the 100 men win. You idiots. Oh my God. No, God, I know you didn't make humans this dumb. I know you didn't. Listen, to everybody that believes that 100 men can take on a fully charged silverback gorilla, you're dumb. You're dumb. It was dumb when we was talking about the dog versus man shit, but now really a gorilla versus men, he can literally attack you from any viewpoint he so chooses. He can get above you, hang from a tree, limb, whatever he decides to grab that is above you, grab it and pull up and climb up. And we got the audacity to think that we can beat an ape. Made the case and argument last time. Oh, bro, I got thumbs. What the hell you think he got now? What the hell you think he got now? When that gorilla decide to grab somebody, bite him, take a chunk out of him, and then swing the rest of the human like a weapon, then what we gonna do, huh? What we gonna do? The body operate like octopus limbs on a mammal, cuz he can grab you with his foot and his toes, grab you by your face, smash you into the ground while he beatboxing on another one, while he grab another one with one hand, pulling to him, rip him off. I mean, like, really, bruh, humans is gonna die 4-5 at a time, and it's just gonna be a massacre so fast, bruh. He is absolutely too strong, too fast, and he can think very well. Like, man, come on, bro, come on. He possesses too much ability for us to beat.
Let's just think about this. If there's 100 men, one gorilla, there's 100 men that's looking at this gorilla, and at least 80 of them, 80 is gonna watch that first person get dismantled. I mean, like, literally, the gorilla's gonna pick up the first person, rip them apart, and you're gonna see all the inner organs of that human. At least 50 to 80 people is like, I ain't fighting. And I'm gonna be a part of the niggas. I'ma see a brother's spleen just hanging. Now I mean, he's hanging, and he just going like this, motherfucker. Yeah, I'm going. I got other shit to do. Why am I trying to fight this damn gorilla? There's gonna be a lot of men that's gonna turn around and say, I ain't fighting this gorilla. Just the psychological battle of fighting a gorilla, I don't think 100 men would sign up for. Because there has to be at least 60 to 80 of those men that gotta be willing to just straight sacrifice themselves. Because while they getting beat up, the other 20 is going to have to be throwing blows to the back of the gorilla's head. It's not going to go our way. When it comes to fighting animals, it don't matter how much you think you've been in the gym. Animals are different. That brother said it perfectly. What do you do when the gorilla says, you know what? I'm going to just take one by one, take y'all asses up in the tree and whoop your ass, come back down and grab some more. You know, I'm going to hang one from the tree. I'm going to whoop your ass, you know, on the branch. Like, then what? No weapons, straight fist. I know we are strong, but have you looked at your fist and then looked at a gorilla's fist? I mean, just one gorilla just going like this to a line of brothers. Yeah, that's enough for niggas to be like, yeah, I'm done, y'all. I got some other shit to do. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Yeah, me too, brother. I'm gonna go with you.
One gorilla would destroy 100 men. Silverback gorillas can literally rip people in half, and they weigh 480 pounds. They can lift 4,000 pounds.
One silverback gorilla can lift 4,000 pounds, yeah. But if each man weighs about 180, 180 times 100 is 18,000.
A gorilla can literally rip you in half. Why does the total body weight of 100 men matter?
Because if the silverback gorilla could only lift it for one rep,
4,000
it would tire itself out before it could even get to the rest of the reps.
Dude, you're dumb. He's not lifting them all at once. He'll probably take out like 5 at a time.
That would assume about 1/5 of the men would perish to the silverback, but we would definitely destroy it as long as they all had courage and heart.
Courage and heart in this day and age? Everyone's out for themselves. They would literally run
Have
away.
you ever boxed?
I've only boxed where it's hot. But no, not actual boxing.
Stamina isn't infinite, and you're definitely going to run out over time.
But it's a
numbers
gorilla.
beat 1 every single time.
If numbers beat 1, how come you can't get one girl's number? You can't even win a 1v1.
You could put Mike Tyson versus 100 women.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson would lose.
The only thing he would lose is some more of his hair. 100 Mike Tysons versus the gorilla? Okay, yeah.
But 100
I think
Kanye's? You severely underestimate and doubt the ability of humans,
One silverback
especially when
gorilla
we
would
work together.
All right, when that brother says it like that, I mean, he do got me thinking a little bit because, yeah, the gorilla is going to have to get tired. But if everybody has the courage, I mean, to really fight this gorilla, like we don't lose the mental game. Because that's part of a fight, y'all. A lot of people get in these boxing rings and their opponent gets into their head. Imagine just looking at a Mike Tyson on the other side of the ring. You got to really maintain your composure just looking at the motherfucker. Your punch might not land as accurate just off the strength of I'm fighting Mike Tyson. So if you could get past the mental part, I do think humans can tire out a gorilla. Still, the gorilla, if he operating smart and he taking at least 5 of the little niggas up there into the tree, what defense do you have up there in the tree? Now, we talking about just in a plain land. I feel like gorillas is even faster than us. But I don't know. 100 is a lot of brothers.
Everyone keeps saying the gorillas would win, but actually the men would win, and I'll explain why. First of all, let's state the obvious. 100 men, 1 gorilla. He's severely outnumbered. Hello? Second, let's just go ahead and get this off the table. There's going to be at least 10 of y'all that die, okay? And as long as you guys are okay with that, then I think you can take him down. 10 out of 100... I don't think that's that big of a deal. Some of y'all are going to die because that gorilla is definitely getting his licks in, okay? That's just that. Now let's talk strategy. I think this is very doable if you guys all rush in on him at once. It never gave one at a time. It never gave single file line. You have to rush in on him at once and stomp him out like a roach. Now, the men who are chosen to take down this gorilla cannot just be any random man. We don't need Kevin that works at Pizza Hut. I'm sorry, because he's getting folded like a lawn chair. We need to bring out the bodybuilders, the men who are 250 plus, the men who are incredibly swole and strong, bring them out. The men who eat weights for breakfast, those are the men who need to be on the front lines. We can't just have an average Joe out here. Like I said, if you all just rush in on him at once, it is very doable. Granted, some of you will die, but that is okay. The point is not to see how many people live. The point is to see if 100 men can take down 1 gorilla. As long as the gorilla gets taken down, mission accomplished, right? Like, okay, there are a few fatalities. That is the price that you guys will pay. The last thing that's going to make this a fair fight for all the men involved is that it needs to be done in an enclosed cage. Because once some of these men start seeing people die, they're gonna want to coward out and run away because they just saw somebody get their arm ripped out of the socket. But when we put them in a cage, there will be no escaping, okay? It is fight to the death. That adrenaline is going to skyrocket and they will be inclined to fight to the death. There will be no running away. So I think it's very doable. You guys just need to be very strategic, okay?
Next time we deploy to a third world world country, we need her on the front line, all right? Because she got the plan all planned out. And yeah, I heard her say, yeah, we need a big burly motherfuckers. You know, I get it. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Most of our dudes that's built like this motherfucker, they can't really swing their arm for real. You're gonna have to bring the brothers that's not just strong in the gym. They got some good hand-eye coordination. You know what I mean? Like, they come in here and there.
These 10 men could take a gorilla in a fight, and let me explain how. First, let's go over the situation. All of these men as they are. This is current, this is not in their prime. That's why I'm not doing Chuck Norris, Brock Lesnar, or anybody that's not currently alive. Second of all, we're going to have an octagon that is 60 feet in diameter. This is twice the diameter as a normal UFC octagon. Third of all, Joe Mazzulla is in charge of prep. He's in charge of our plan of attack. Where will we be spaced in the arena? The gorilla's going to be in the middle. We will be spaced around it, and there are no weapons. Men will wear normal clothes, the clothes on their back. For the plan of attack, there's going to be 4 distinct groups with 4 different jobs. The first group is going to be Eddie Hall, Hathor Jorgensen, and Brian Shaw. And they are the tanks. They're going to be the front line of defense. Because these 3 men are probably together about as strong as a gorilla. And this is where they're going to be spaced. Each at different points, so the gorilla cannot get away from one of them. And their only job is some form of containment. I know they can't actually contain it, but it's just keep the gorilla occupied. Group 2 is going to be John Jones, Tom Aspinall, and Francis Ngannou. This is where they're going to be. This is Francis, this is Tom, and this is John Jones. Tom and Francis, their only objectives are to go for the eyes, blind the gorilla, and hurt it. And John Jones, I don't know if you guys know this, gorillas and humans, they're pretty similar. If he comes up behind here and kicks it in the nuts, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna get a reaction. It might even immobilize the gorilla for a minute or two. The next group is going to be Mitchell Hooper and Myles Garrett. 2 really strong, really big, really athletic, fast guys. And once the gorilla can't see and it's in a little bit of pain and it might be a little occupied already with everything else that's going on, they're gonna rush in and try to actually immobilize and somewhat hold down the gorilla. The final group is myself and Joe Mazzulla. And while this is going on, we're going to be coaching. You know, we've worked this out for a day. We're going to be telling everyone what to do. And once Myles goes in there and Mitchell Hooper goes in there to immobilize the gorilla, we're going to come in and finish him off. Stomp on him, whatever we need to do. We're going to stop this gorilla. It's going to be eliminated. It cannot, I understand. They're strong. They're 10 to 20 times stronger than the average human. But these guys, on average, are 5 times stronger than the average man. We are going to overpower this gorilla. We are going to dominate it. And yeah, some people might not make it out, but boo-hoo, that's life. We will win.
That brother cut it down to 10, and I ain't gonna lie, his plans sound kind of good. It sounded pretty legit. He had me sold when he said kick the gorilla in the nuts. I think for a second I may have forgot that gorilla even has nuts, and anybody with nuts can lose a fight, because once you get kicked in the nuts, you're going down. So I don't know. I'm kind of sold on the 100 men whipping the gorilla's ass. I'm not gonna lie. We in the octagon, and the brother can't get in no trees and nothing like that, hang you from that motherfucker. Then yeah, you know, we might be able to get something done. Might be able to get freaky. But like I said, you got to be able to get up on that gorilla. And the instincts of a gorilla is a little different. Now, you may think that you about to kick a gorilla in the nuts, but he mess around, hit that back leg, you know what I mean? Then what? That leaves the other brothers, group 2, looking at him like, we gonna have to do plan B, you know, and that's get the fuck up out this motherfucker. So I don't know. Y'all comment below. What do y'all think? Do y'all think 100 men? Because there are different facets of men. Like when he said Francis Ngannou, that's a big motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's a big brother. 100 Francis Ngannous is whooping a gorilla's ass, all right? That is a big brother. We ain't just talking about a whole bunch of big buff dudes. I'm talking about the UFC strong men. You know what I mean? Like the big motherfuckers. They might be able to put some hands on a gorilla while the gorilla's not looking. But anyways, y'all, it's been your boy Ty Boogie. Comment below, hit that like button, subscribe button. I want to give y'all a little break from all the serious topics. You know what I mean? And you know, let's make some light. I want to hear what y'all got to say in the comment section. Do y'all think that 100 men can beat a gorilla, or do you believe that one gorilla can beat 100 men? And no, we're not talking about King Kong, all right? So it's a big difference for one gorilla. But anyways, y'all, it's been your boy Ty Boogie. Until next time, man, I'm out of here. Peace.